think tropical, think hot. When you think polar, think cold. When you think continental, think land. When you think maritime, think water. Maritime polar.
This air mass is cool, unstable, and yoist.
It originates over cool water in the northern Atlantic or Pacific. This affects North America and northern west United States. It brings cloudy, damp weather. Continental polar.
This air mass is cold and dry.
It originates in northern United States. This affects North America and northern United States. It brings clear, pleasant weather.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Maritime tropical.
This air mass is warm and wet.
It originates in warm water of the tropics and Gulf of Mexico. This affects North America and mid to eastern United States. It brings warm, moist, and humid weather. Continental tropical.
This air mass is hot and dry.
It originates in northern Mexico. This affects North America, southwestern United States, northwestern Mexico. It brings hot and dry weather.
Hi guys, so as we talked about, or you've learned, air masses are these really massive, large blobs of air that are the same without. And it's important, and when I say the same, it's the same humidity, the same temperature, the same pressure throughout this massive blob. And there's some main ones that really, really affect our weather. And it's important you understand where they originate, which means where they come from, where they're forming, and what type of weather they bring. So when we talked about continental, anytime you hear the word continental with an air mass, we're talking about that it forms over land. Think continents and continental sound the same, and continents are made of land. So if you hear continental, it forms over land. If you hear maritime, that is an ocean sea word, so it forms over water. So maritime, it forms over water. When you hear the word polar, you think of North Pole, polar bears, it's cold. So if you put maritime and polar together, you're gonna get cold air mass that forms over water. If you get continental polar, you're getting an air mass that forms over land, that's cold. And then you just have to think about the properties of both of those. If it's polar, it's gonna have some cold properties. It's gonna bring some type of cold weather. If it's over land, it's gonna bring that dry weather. If it's over water, it's gonna bring wet weather. And then when we have the word tropical, think of that hot, awesome tropical vacation. We think about hot, wet, warm, humid, those types of things. So just think about what the words mean if you forget what type of air mass we're talking about. So I have this beautiful graphic organizer. You have these 4 informational pieces attached to the assignment. So those I want you to fill in. We're unfortunately not gonna get to do this amazing colorful activity the way that I have it done, but you can do it amazing at home. So if you look at my diagram, I have each of the maritime polar air masses, the continental polar and continental tropical, and the maritime tropical air masses labeled, and I have them color coded. You know I love colors, and for me, I did my polars in blue to help me remember they're cold, and my maritime tropicals, or my tropicals are down here are in red. My continental tropical is in yellow, and my continental polar is in green. But this kind of gives you a view of here's the United States and where these air masses are in location to that. So make sure you get a good look at that. And this video is super helpful for filling in your graphic organizer. We're going to talk a whole lot more about fronts and air pressure and weather and so many wonderful things. Have an awesome day.
Hey, the Mini-Mare, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notification bells, and sometimes Miss McDowell's in my famous YouTube videos.